Hey, welcome to Two Guys Garage. More proof Kevin and I can't leave well enough alone. A 2014 Mustang, still in the gift wrapping, man.
That's my favorite kind. You get to open them up, they're still clean, then you go to work on them. We got a lot to do. Full-on suspension, this thing's gonna drive like a race car. We got some cool appearance stuff too, so stick around for that.
And I got him a surprise. You'll see it in a few on Two Guys Garage.
Yep, this baby's coming out. All right, you gonna hang that up there? Yeah. All right, guys, check it out. We said a brand new Mustang right off the showroom floor. Came with some really nice ride, some great handling.
Yeah, but that's not good enough. We're gonna take this car up to a whole nother level.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some trade-offs. We're gonna go from great handling to superior handling. A little bit, digressing on the ride part, but I'm okay with it.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
So how we're gonna do that, we're gonna take all the old stuff off, put it on the shelf. We got the full Ford racing kit. So this is like stepping into race car type territory, but still having all that street drivability.
Yeah, man, CJ Pony Parts really hooked us up with this Ford racing kit. It's got everything. You can see this, the lowering springs, the shocks, big, thick sway bars, and they're adjustable. And of course, what we got right here, these racing struts, these things are awesome.
Yeah, go ahead and grab yours. Let's get that sucker in there.
All right.
Show you how easy it is.
It's already clocked, it's index. All you gotta do really is put that baby in there, 4 bolts on top.
You got a couple of those nuts?
Yeah, and you're hooked up. So he's gonna slide it in there. I'll hang it with one of these little nuts. We're in play. One more and the front's done.
All right, we got our stiffer springs on there. We're lowering it about 1 inch. It's gonna make it look good and ride awesome. But now we gotta handle the sway part.
Exactly. And there's actually more steps to get to the sway bar than actually removing the sway bar. You got a lot of pans like this guy, drip pans, cross braces and so forth. But once you get these guys off, it's not really bad at all getting the sway bar out.
Yeah, we've been digging around at these bolts too. Got our sway bar links off, so now we're ready to drop this sucker out. Pretty simple.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty beefy looking bar. And they're similar diameter, but you pick this guy up, you can feel the heft.
Yeah, a lot heavier duty walls, a lot thicker walls than this guy from the stock appearance. And the stock guy was good, but this is really gonna make it perform.
Now you got the 3 adjustments, so we've got our new bushings on, nice and lubed up. Slide this guy in and bolt her down. Okay, we've got everything just about stripped out, except we left most of it in here. You can see what it looks like, where it came from, where the new stuff's gonna go. So we've got our sway bar. You can see the mounts to the body. This mounts to the axle here. So I think if we drop these last bolts, we can set this guy back out of the way.
You can see these sway bar links on the new setup from Ford Racing. Really cool, man. Made out of billet. Just look good, perform better. Should be pretty sweet.
Yeah, the next thing we've got is the track bar. Now, that's just a solid bar. It's connected to the axle on this side, the body on the other side. We'll pull that guy up, show you real quick.
Little tug here.
A little pry action. Give us some, there we go. All right, straight sideways, there we go. All right, now that's gonna control side to side of the axle. And then the next thing we've got is the shocks are pretty much all loose. Willie's side is out. I've got one last bolt here, and if you notice, we've got jack stands down here.
Yeah.
Because the shocks in full droop are controlling the axle falling down. But with those jacks in place, we're good to go. We've already taken the nut off the top. Pull that guy down, replace it with the new ones. Now we're ready to actually lift the body up, let the axle sag, pop these springs out. All right, now we got our big springs in here, and you'll see a progressive rate. So you can see the spacing difference in the coils. Well, we've got a 3rd spring called a jounce bumper. We're gonna swap that out. Now you've got a progressive rate, so your spring rate's going up as you're hitting a bigger and bigger bump. Well, this 3rd spring, or the jounce bumper, isn't just for a soft landing. If it's designed well, between the two, you've got 3 springs progressively giving you a nice soft ride, but smooth and harder as you hit big bumps without upsetting the car. So I'm gonna get that bolted on, and everything else kind of goes back on just like it came off.
Dude, I just got a text from my boy Jake from LaMotta Performance. Your surprise on its way.
All right, well, we got some surprises, so we're gonna take a break. Stick around.
This segment of Two Guys Garage is brought to you by Stand, your premier manufacturer and supplier of thermostats and closure caps.
Shake it, man. Get it, shake it. Yeah, it's been shook.
All right, man, as you can tell, we're underneath our 2014 Mustang GT. And I gotta tell you, all those parts we got from CJ Pony Parts is gonna make this car handle like it's on rails. I can't wait to drive it.
All the suspension's ready for us to go tear it up.
Nice.
But next is the sound.
Now we teamed up with Solar Performance, and those guys are really aggressive on attacking what's called drone, those unwanted frequencies that are real prevalent in today's muscle cars. So let's show you a little bit about the exhaust, and we'll start with what they're doing to replace the old H-pipe design. Now this is from the factory, the old H-pipe, pretty cool here, but this has an actual X-pipe in there. A lot of you heard the benefits of an X-pipe, increased performance, shared flow, and they wrapped it in T304 stainless steel. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, now on top of the X-pipe, which is gonna give you flow and performance, and a minimal muffler so that sound can get out the back end, you know, with that sound comes a lot of drone, a lot of resonance. That resonance is vibration. It starts to resonate body panels, and you get that boom inside the car.
Yeah.
So enter the J-pipe.
Yeah, now what's gonna happen is that frequency is gonna travel down this pipe, it's gonna enter this tube here, and it's gonna wall up and rebound off this little blunt end, come back into this upstream and cancel out that frequency. So it just does a little thing here, rebounds back in and kills that drone sort of sound and frequency that you don't like in your car.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Solar Performance does a really great job of tuning each vehicle, and even specifics like there's a difference in J-pipe length between a convertible and the hardtop, just because the body resonates a little bit differently. So,
Sweet.
Really cool system set up out of the box, but you also get a little bit of slip joint, so you can play with the sound. So if there's something you like or don't like, you can kind of mess around a little bit.
Yeah, man, you can tune your own exhaust. So we're gonna get that tweak in the exhaust and get it up underneath this Mustang.
Absolutely.
Down this last tip, bro, and I think we're set,
Solid.
man.
Right, man.
All right, dude.
We got our GT Mach XJ kit from Solar Performance done. I'm ready to get some sound out of that pipe.
You and me, man. I'm ready to drive it. Oh, hold on. Speaking of sound, man, I think our surprise just pulled up.
Yeah,
you hear
that's
that?
our boy. Let's check it out.
Yeah, man. All right. This is my boy Jake from LaMotta Performance. What's up, man?
What's up,
and you
brother?
hear
Good
that?
morning.
Let me
That's,
in.
that's angels singing.
Let me in.
Listen. Yeah, man.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
I heard a little bzzz, a little gear whine. I heard a little blow off. Whoosh,
Whoosh, whoosh.
And there it is.
There it is, man. It's a Procharger, but Jake, it's not like a normal Procharger. I got a few of these, but it doesn't have this stuff. So what's
I wanted
going
to
on?
come show you guys the future of power adders.
Oh.
Take your old typical centrifugal supercharger, now we're adding an electronic CVT system to it.
CVT.
CVT.
Continuously variable transmission for most of you guys out there, right? That's not changing gears like first gear, second gear, third gear. That's, you can vary the gear ratio of the blower to the crank pulley.
Exactly. We can make full boost at 2,000 RPM compared to your old centrifugal where you're making it at redline.
Yeah, because it was
so-
just a big end. It would ramp up, you know, a big curve.
Exactly.
So most guys are familiar, like, you know, you got a roots blower, you
Yeah.
change the pulley, you can change the speed, you can build more boost or less boost. But so you're saying this has an infinite number of pulleys,
Infinite number.
and you can control it on the fly.
On the fly.
Such a big on my Procharger, man. I'm like, all right, hey, I'll be right back. Let me go get another pulley.
Yeah, well, normally you're fixed, right? You make a decision. I'm going to make this peak power, right? So everything below it is just sort of going along for the ride. Or I want to make power down low, but I'm going to blow my motor up top. Right?
Yeah, and this one you just the little screen, doot, doot, doot.
Touch screen and we're gone. We
Really?
can drive it down the interstate with no boost, get great gas mileage, but yet we can pull into the racetrack and turn it on and make full boost and make some hits down the track.
Nice.
Come on, that's so sweet.
So in this configuration, what kind of power are you making in this Mustang?
Right now we're making 550 at the rear wheels through a completely
tire.
stock car.
Now,
Nice.
if the motor, so the motor's basically holding you back because that's capable
Motor's
of putting-
holding us back.
All right.
Built motor, this blower will support 900 horsepower.
900, that's a pretty good number, man.
That's awesome, man. That's
very cool.
awesome.
Did you have to put all this stuff
Nope,
together?
everything was supplied to us from Procharger, even the tune. Every intercooler, ductwork, the programmable part of the supercharger, everything is done through Procharger.
So you're running, what, air-to-air cooler?
We
in the
got an
front
air-to-air
there?
intercooler on it.
That's a pretty nice sized cooler.
A lot of volume.
Pulling a lot of heat out of that thing, I imagine.
Inlet temps are barely 20 degrees above ambient.
So that thing's got a lot of smack in it.
A ton.
That is amazing, man.
Dude, that is like a total game changer. Because, I mean, the triples are nice because you can make gobs of power, but normally that, you know, lower end, you're waiting a little bit to
It's
get there.
on
but-
instantaneously. But at the same time, we could leave the track and shut the blower off, and it's like you're driving a stock car.
Dude, I don't know if I'm gonna actually believe that until I'm behind the driver's wheel, my man.
I guess we need to go drive it.
Yeah, Jake, let's go do this,
Alright.
man. All right, Byrd, maybe, I don't know, backseat or something. We gotta go.
See, man, ain't no backseat in this
Yeah,
thing.
man, I'll see you later, Byrd.
Oh, come on.
All right, man, hey, just, hey, remember this? Clean some tools or something, I don't know.
Tools. I guess I'm number 2 today. All right, guys, see you back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, welcome to today's tech tip. It's all about brakes and your safety. Now, when you used to drive around an older car and your brakes start to wear out, you got a little squeal going on, right? There's a little metal tab as the pad wears. It starts to vibrate on that rotor. Gives you that squealing sound. You know it's time to replace your brakes. But sometimes you're not sure if it's that metal tab or is it just a normal squeak, and it wasn't very clear. Well, newer vehicles all have a sensor, and that sensor is going to light that light in your dash that says time to go fix your brakes. Now, those are real simple devices. Here's one that clips into your pad, right in your caliper area. And as that thing gets closer and closer to the rotor, you'll start to smear and burn off that plastic coating. You'll make contact, light comes on, nice and easy. Go get your brakes repaired, go to your hardware or your parts store, grab the right stuff, go home and fix it yourself. But you want to make sure you put on new sensors. Now, you're going to have maybe 1 up to 4, so check with your vehicle, make sure you get the right part and right part numbers, make sure you get a good brand like DMA Good Point. They're going to make sure you've got OE replacement, the right cable lengths, the right connectors, the right mounting features. Real simple, click them on, you're ready to go, you've got a good repair job, and you've got your safety so you know that the next time your brakes are worn out, you got the light come on, you're ready to go in for service. So pick up your brake sensors, your DMA Good Point, Federated Auto Parts. Hey, welcome back. We got the car on the ground, suspension's all buttoned up, and got some new shoes.
Yeah, man.
So set her down a little bit, starting to change the look, but we're about to do that on another level.
Yeah, taking it to a whole nother level with the graphics kit from Big Worm Graphics, man. I love this. It's high quality vinyl, okay? Comes with all kinds of colors. I think they have like 20 colors. And these are all inspired from the cars in the 70s. They had those cool racing stripes, deck stripes, literally. You could have this big hood stripe up here, but this is gonna be cool, man. This was the old school Mustang. Look how cool and easy this vinyl sticks on here. So you wanna line it up about where you think you are, put a couple pieces of tape on there, and you'll do some outside lines until you get it where you want it. Now, back to this emblem, all right, because Big Worm Graphics has some emblems you can order. It's I sit right here, so I had to move it anyway. And how do you take an emblem off? Really simple, man. You just use this grinding wheel right here. And just,
cut.
I'm just kidding.
All right,
all right, here you
no
go.
grinding
Let me show
or
you a
any
little
new
trick. A little 25-pound test fishing line. And what you want to do is basically just get it behind the emblem itself and just do a little sawing until you feel those little pins in there. Come back from the other side, and she'll pop right off, and you can clean it
know
up.
the drill. It's kind of like dental floss. You've been to the dentist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What's cool about the vinyl from Big Worm Graphics is you got old school, you got new school, you got all kinds of styles to play with, and it really transforms your car. Now, you're getting to see how you do it at home, but if you're not comfortable, there's a body shop around the corner that can knock it out for you. Now, we've got some more stuff from CJ Pony Parts. We've got a Roush splitter kit. Now, if we look at the front of this car, you know, we've got a little splitter right here. You know, just kind of give you that little bit of race car theme. You know, on a race car, you got a lot of high pressure air hitting the front of the car. It's trying to go under. It's putting a lot of pressure here, giving you some downforce. Well, we're going to take that theme a little bit harder, put a little bit more aggressive splitter on the front, and we've got some going down the side of the car too. So a few screws and clips. We're going to transform this, you know, bottom side a little bit more aggressive, a little more pop on the side. So check it out. I'll show you how it's done. Flip this car and transform it.
All right, let me show you real fast how quick and easy these vinyl graphics go on from Big Worm. All right, I made a little adjacent stripe here just so I could line up the graphics as it comes down this fender. Okay, so you want to get it nice and wet, all right? Soak it really good. And I got what basically acts as a hinge here. Got it lined up where I want it, peel back just a little bit on this lip, and I can let this thing ride. So, here we go. Give it a little. Now once you get it set, right, what you want to do is come back and soak the actual graphics, the vinyl, with water as well. Just keeping that water running, keeping a nice little line. Squeegee all the water out from behind the sticker. Then I'll line up the rest of it along the door here, let it sit for a few minutes. I'll come back, show you what we got. You'll like it.
For more information about anything you've seen in today's show, check out gactv.com or visit TwoGuysGarage.com.
Hey, welcome back to the break room. Now, first up, it's from StarTron. It's an enzyme fuel treatment.
Yeah, and this is basically going to make any gas more combustible. And it's a great stabilizer too. So not only that, you get better fuel mileage and so forth, cleans injectors. I found that in the spring when I knew I wasn't going to ride much, I put a bunch in my cars and even in my dirt bikes. And I go back in the summer when I'm ready to ride after back surgery, the gas, open the cap, smells great, fired up, easy, ready to rip.
That's Willie huffing gas again, man. We got to get you off of that. Now, this is StarTron enzyme fuel treatment. A great way to get that power back. Make sure your toys are ready to roll. Make sure your engine's burning good.
Yeah. Disco.
Yeah, disco. You know, doesn't matter if you're rocking some hard rock while hammering that jackhammer out there in the field, or maybe you're shaping some sheet metal with some smooth jazz. Ooh. You know, these earmuffs from SAS Safety Corp with AM/FM digital sound are the way to go, man.
Yeah, man, easy to program. You can find your station really quick. Volume's right there as well. It does have a cord so you can plug in your MP3 or your iPod, something like that. Makes it simple and sweet. Digital display, and it keeps your ears safe. It only goes to 82 decibels, so you block out all the stuff that's too loud and get your music and your tunes just right.
That's right, man. So check them out, SAS Safety Corp. It's their digital AM/FM earmuff. You know what, man? Sometimes the smallest things are really cool when you use them in the right ways.
Totally, yeah, man.
Yeah, check out these. This is from Grote Industries. It's the Micronova dot, side clearance marker lights. But when you think about where you can use them, it's endless.
Yeah, man, it's really a simple solution to a wide range of lighting problems, right? So whether it's a staircase like you have right here, put these little guys, flush mount them in there, whether it's something like, you want to use as a side marker, a clearance light, or even on the back of the truck, ATVs, and so forth. Really simple solution to any lighting issue you may have.
Yeah, now they're real low profile, they burn hardly any energy, so you can use a ton of them. I mean, you can be Johnny Big Rigger rolling down the road, deck out all your equipment, maybe it's a control panel. So anyway, check them out at Federated Auto Parts. You got a full lineup from Grote Industries, all kinds of LED solutions for whatever you got. So check them out, the Micronova dot side clearance system and everything else they've got under the sun.
All right, guys, now check this out. From Hot Shot Secret, this is their Diesel Winter NI Gel, and this is just great stuff, man.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than being stuck somewhere in the cold. Your fuel's gelled up, all those wax paraffins in there have kind of thickened up. You can't get the fuel to flow, you can't get your truck to start. You are stuck somewhere where you don't want to be.
Yeah, and the great stuff about Hot Shot Secret, right, is it's concentrated, not watered down with like mineral spirits. You're not going to get a gallon jug that only treats 50 gallons. This little bottle treats 200 gallons, and it's got everything you could ever want from a fuel treatment.
Right, it's going to disperse moisture, which is really bad, especially in the winter. It's got anti-friction, antioxidants in it. It's a fuel system treatment. It's going to make the fuel the best it could be to get the most power out of it, the best startings. It's going to raise your cetane, but it's also going to attack that gelling that you're going to have in the winter. So no matter where you are, no matter what environment, it's their winter diesel anti-gel.
Yeah,
it's going to make sure your system is tip-top and keep you running.
Yeah, man, this is great stuff. You know what was great?
What?
A Mustang with a supercharger on it. I know, we're close, we're this far, but we did improve the stance on it. We got it handling a little better, looking a little better.
Yep, we got it sounding a little bit better, so we're just one step away from that blower. See if we can work on getting one of those.
Unfortunately now though, we're out of time. So maybe that's gonna be on the next show.
Yeah, stick around, we'll see you guys next time.